span this sport far and wide, from battles over racks of ribs to numerous bells, representation of animals and multiple weapons, but you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense comes onto the field first today. The last time these two met, Indiana had no problem at all with Michigan State.
They exercised some demons. This has been a one-sided series. They had the opportunity to put the foot down on the neck, and they did.
Turning it on! Fights off a defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They give it to him again. Might have a chance. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did. Setting.
They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Beebe. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. And the Hoosiers have it with a first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the ground, it's Edwards. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go right back to it. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. run, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the left side. There's a crease. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. The run inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
That's caught. It's shot. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On the run, it's Beebe. Past the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Scrambling away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit.
Got enough space. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon, the trophy itself, first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a protected cross-division rivalry for a little while. It isn't anymore. They don't play every single year, but when they do meet up, David, it's must-watch TV.
And I think the coolest part about this rivalry is the trophy. And Reese admitted he usually doesn't do that. He usually goes on top of all of these details, but he kind of missed it. Back in 1950, Michigan State students were trying to make it more exciting, so they went by this store and basically bought a $25 trophy, an old brass spittoon. It's kind of gross, it's kind of nasty, but it's kind of awesome.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Beebe. The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause for World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but
makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 4 wide receivers spread across the field on 2nd and inches. With the catch, it's Richard. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. There's some room. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football.
Could be an alley. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, time running short in the half. A little release to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They're working that left side. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That's reeled in. It's McCray. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Edwards. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeps it on the draw. Here's a little room there. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. And the returner is stopped. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The run inside. It's Beebe. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle. It's Preston. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
That's caught. It's Richard. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back's looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Coming out with it, it's Brinson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, look out on the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Running inside, it's Beebe. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a gap. It's Richard. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking downfield. It's Hoover. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Some misdirection with the counter. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finds a little space. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3, and awesome setup. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Indiana. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And everything on offense working so far, whether it's running it, throwing it. Let's get the receivers involved. With the jet sweep game, when you've got speed and you've got athleticism like they have, everything works.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big. And
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is, with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Patterson. Strong, firm tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Fancher. Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grab behind the line. It's Rios. Still running at the 40. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Patterson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Patterson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Pocket breaking down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes a handoff. It's Beebe.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.